Happy holidays to all. Hi, and this is Cindy from Cindy's Kitchen, and thanks for watching another episode. And today, guys, before we go to that, Ginger, come. Say hi to the cameras. Teddy, come here. Come on, guys, say hi to the cameras. Teddy got his haircut of the month. And okay, guys, so anyways, I told Michael, I want to get belly fat, pork fat, not pork fat. What is it, pork?
Pork fat.
Pork fat, yes, but it's not pork fat. It's called something else. Remember we were talking about it?
Pork belly fat?
Yeah, pork belly. Yeah, but this is pork fat, and I wanted to get like the pork belly, like the one that is like a sheet, and it has meat in the bottom underneath. This one has some, but most of it, is fat. So I want to make some pork, those pork grinds. That's what you call it. Yes. So anyway, I'm gonna make him the way that I always thought. If it would have more meat, like pork belly, Michael.
Yeah, that's what I said. Pork belly fat.
Oh, we were saying pork. This is pork fat.
Yes.
This is pork fat because it doesn't have that much meat. It's
more
exactly.
I know what you're saying.
So the pork belly is the big fat on the top, but then it has meat at the bottom, so you can make what I was talking about.
Okay.
So the first thing to do this is you put water. And it has to be salty.
All right.
Okay? That water has to be salty. And then you put 1 or 2 tablespoons of salt. So I'm going to drop it because this is all the salt that we're going to use for this. There's no more salt or nothing that we're going to be using for this, okay? And then what we're going to do, we're going to throw all this fat. We're going to cook all this. When it comes to pork, you got to be careful. You gotta cook your meat, Oh, and by the way, guys, this cost me $2, right, Michael? $2.19. Yeah, for all you guys. And it's a beautiful day today here in Austin. I mean, the streets are packed. Everybody, you know how people are for the holidays, buying stuff. I kind of like always wait until like the last week before Christmas to go and buy stuff, like 3 or 4 days before, right, Mike?
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's what we do. So what I'm gonna do, guys, as you can see me, I just been wanting to eat stuff like this for a while. I don't think I'm gonna make these, Michael. These I'm gonna make them separate in a pan.
Okay.
That's which is gonna be just like this guy, but a little pan over there. Let me just get a little pan. Okay, Michael, you can put the camera over here. So it's gonna be a little one with a little niblet, right?
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna get a small caldero.
All right.
I don't even have to rinse it because my calderos are clean, guys, all the time. But, hey, what the heck, right? A little thing like that. Put these in there. Open that water because it needs water. Just like that over there. And we'll put it on this side. Okay, there we go. And we're going to have in the back burner because it's full. So we're going to have some pork fat, boiling over here and some boiling over there. I'm going to put my big, humongous lid on this, my big caldero that I like. And I'm going to put a lid on that little one. So I don't want you, Michael, to go. I want everybody to see. I'm going to put that salt. That was the only thing that I forgot to put in. But it doesn't matter. You can always, if you forget, you don't want to. But if you do, hey, you know what? Put that right on the top.
That's right.
It's going to do the same work. So with that, guys, I'm going to let you guys go. Don't forget to subscribe. You know what to do. And I didn't tell you the time that we're going to be doing this. I'm going to see you guys in an hour from now. Because I'm going to lower this. Like to 6 like that. Because I want that to boil and evaporate. The same thing as the other one. Okay? So don't forget to subscribe. You know what to do. Love you all. We'll be back for that belly fat, pork fat that I got. And let's see what happens. It's evaporizing, as you can see. When these dry up completely and the water is gone, when it evaporates, we're gonna take them out and we're gonna cut them up like these in strips. Because these, after they evaporate completely, they'll be ready to fry. Be right back. Don't forget to subscribe. So we're back here. So as you can hear that noise, that means that these little pieces of pork belly, that I put in water, they're starting to dry. So that means that as soon as they're like dry, I'm gonna put a little bit of this corn oil that I have here, took the lid off, And we're gonna reduce the cooking like on 4. Now with these over here, you see that they're drying? So what I'm gonna do with these is, I'm gonna take them out of here, I'm gonna turn this off. And these, I'm gonna cut them up in pieces like those over there. Look. Now the reason why we were like doing this is because you have to pre-cook these things, because if you don't, Ginger, why you gotta be barking like that? See, so they're all coming out. And then what I'm gonna do with these, I'm gonna let it cool off. I'm gonna cut them in pieces. You'll see it later in the video. Now we're gonna come over here real fast because it's starting to do that. See? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna like let these cook.
That's right.
Unload.
Yes.
We are going to add a little bit of this corn oil here because of course we need that thing to cook a little bit more. And I'm gonna leave it on 5. And I think I wanna put these in the back on high, Michael, because the heat is not gonna be that big, you know, and it's in the smaller thing, but I still gonna reduce it like to, yeah, on 6. And put it like this sideways, let them cool off. I mean, not cool off, but cover it so it doesn't, because it's pork, so we gotta cook it. We want that, the same fat and the little bit of corn oil that I put to cook the rest of it. But cook it in a way from the inside out, so it's nice and crunchy when you bite into it. You want more, you know, and then with some delicious lemonade. Hold on a second. So Michael, come and put the camera again. See, I just wanna see if, to give you guys, you see that little brown? So it's gonna get real nice and brown and crispy like all around, all the meat. We'll be back in like 15 minutes. And all this will be cut. And let's see what this is. At the time when we come back, I'm gonna put it a bit higher so it can cook. And don't forget to subscribe. And you guys will see me taking these and putting it here. And we're gonna cut in little squares, okay? Don't forget to subscribe. We'll be right back. You can see, guys, we're back. It's like 3 minutes later. So you see how I have this? It says on 7. I'm gonna lower it because what I want that to get real nice and crispy. And at the same time, come over here, Mike. I've been cutting these, and these are gonna be just like those. We're making pork rinds out of pork's fat. And this is not pork belly. This is pork's fat with some meat on it that we can use. So we're gonna be making our pork rinds out of it. That one has some meat. Yeah, this one will be delicious. Let me tell you something. You see this fat, guys? A lot of people pay a lot of money for their foods, that they pay a lot of money in certain restaurants to be infused with fat from pork like this, with all kinds of different flavors. So don't get it twisted. Anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about, a lot of these places, they don't use no expensive stuff or anything like that. Like stuff like this, neck bones, pig ears, cow's feet to make the most delicious soup. I'm gonna make a cow's feet soup with garbanzos. The garbanzos are the thing that we put, Michael, in that thing that I made the other day. Chickpeas, that's why they call it in English?
Yep.
Garbanzos, with garbanzos and cow's feet. Oh my God. Back in the day when I used to live in New York, I remember, and in Jersey, I remember making the best cow feed soup that anybody can eat. But anyway, that's gonna be for another time. Remind me, guys, okay? Because I tend to forget stuff. But you see how it's starting to get crispy, Mike?
Oh yeah.
See that? So, but it has to be, you see how I have it? I have it in the back burner, not even in the front, because I don't want to cook it fast. You got to take your time making this, you know? And you want to make sure that you have it in the back burner. And if you're going to put it in the front, you're making a lot of it. You got to make sure that you're there and there's no kids, no dogs, nothing around it. You got to be careful yourself. If you don't have experience, you don't want to do that.
That's right.
I'm going to put it a little bit higher because it's in the back, just to accelerate a little bit. But trust me, when we're done with this, you guys are going to love it. So you know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe. This is getting ready to get in there. So we'll be back when all of it is cooked. And then I'll present you with my pork belly fat, well, pork fat with a little bit of belly. Delicious finger licking. So don't forget to subscribe. They're frying. Be right back. I just want them a little bit more crispy. We'll be right back. Okay, So they almost reduced to nothing, and that's how it is. And as you can see, I put it on a vegetable skimmer. I gotta get me a colander, a different one, because they were exactly. So you see how they reduce. This is your belly fat, pork fat. More or less, this is what it looks like. So you can see like little niblets. You go to the store and you buy a bag, and what are they, like $4 now? I mean, it's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
They all should go, if it's belly fat, they should look like this one that I have on my hand. You see how you have some meat in the bottom?
Oh, yeah.
And then you have this crunchy. Well, they're very hot on the top. So I'm gonna go ahead and bite into a piece.
Delicious?
And they have that crunch and thing. And they're good. You can use them for salad. You can eat them like that as a snack. You can just put some salt on top of it if you want. These don't need salt because I already, if you guys remember, I put the salt in the water when I was boiling them. So there you go. Your belly fat, belly pork. You can use it in salads, in soups. You can eat it like that. You can just get some plátanos and smash them down and take some of this and crack it in little pieces and put it in the plátano and then refry it all together. I mean, you can do tons of stuff, let me tell you. So with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Google+, on Pinterest. If you want to donate $1 or not, just click down below on patreon.com. We'll take you directly to the website. As also, we'll take you to lifesabundance.com/for-all. That'll be my link right down below. If you want any cookies or treats or presents for your puppies and dogs and loved ones, like these two beautiful puppies that I have here, Teddy Bear, Ginger. And with that, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. You know what to do. Don't drink and drive. We love you all. Come here, Ginger. Let Mama hold you. Come here. Then she gives me a little bit of a hearty. Don't drink and drive. Love you all. Have a good night.